Alright, welcome. As always, I am Snipomatica. And today we are responding to a comment. Somebody wanted to learn how to build the most overbuilt door. And I built it 4 times since then, just to practice. And I think I've simplified it a lot more, so it's not even complicated really anymore. So let's just get into it. It's pretty complicated the first time. That's fun. Every time I get on here too, let's go find a spot that nobody's around. Where people aren't just putting explosives on the ground and blowing them up because they've never used explosives in their life. Just gonna try to find where like nobody is. Yesterday I was by Outpost, so I might go back over there. Yeah, right here, look it. I'm gonna go right where I was the other day. So this is going to use 3 heartbeat sensors. Every heartbeat sensor is going to be hooked to a AND switch. I'm going to have actually a 4th heartbeat sensor that's not part of the door mechanism. It's going to be part of just using a Tesla coil for an enemy if they get in your airlock when you die, which is a possibility, which will automatically kill them. That was another comment. Someone's like, why don't you add that? And I was like, I usually do have things like this. I have precautionary measures. This was just about the door. But today we're going to throw it all together. And we're going to build it right here where I built it. I think I built it like right here yesterday. So we're going to do a little 2x1. And we already know we're gonna need 2 solar panels. You gotta face south. This is a mod. On modded servers, if you didn't know, even if the sun was over to our left, most of the time you just have to put yourself facing perfectly south to get the 20. Other than that, every other server is not always south-west. You would want to disperse them between east, west, south type thing. Southeast, southwest. Just to get different angles for more energy consistently throughout the day. So let's hook this up real quick. Run some electricity in. If you've never done electricity before, you run your solar panels to a root combiner, and then your root combiner in, and you're done. Now it's going to be charging. At this point, you're just going to want to get some electrical branches. I use 6 across on a wall with a battery like this. 6 fits really perfectly. Causes no issues. You can do more if you want, but I simply just do 6. I think I'm going to need 3 rows. Might be more than that, but we'll just start with 3 rows. And we'll go from there. I added extra on the video yesterday I made for the test. I added a alarm security system, and we won't be doing that today. I just woke up, so I'm gonna be kind of slow. I'm having some coffee and breakfast, and I'm gonna go for my bike ride. I got work. It's 5:30 a.m. I work at 9, so we're gonna do this real quick. Alright, like I said, you're gonna need 4 HP sensors. I want to put one like right here One right in the middle portion. I'm just gonna sneeze. Holy shit. I hate sneezing. I like fear it. Alright, every single HP sensor is gonna have an AND switch. Gonna need 4. 4. You know that the first one is gonna need an OR switch. Not really the first one, but we need an OR switch right here. We need to put our door controllers down. Awesome. Let's run power to those first. 2 power is what's needed. We're not going to be hiding any wiring today. Just going to be wiring over the top. You can watch some of my other videos if you want to learn how to hide the wires a little bit better. Cool. Power into those. Go power into our HB sensors. Going to be 2 power. I think one of them doesn't need 2 power, but we're just going to run 2 power to all of them. You know what? They all need 2 power. One of them, one of the AND switches doesn't need 2 power. I'll explain that later why. Let's just get these all powered up. Alrighty. Oh, that was the power out. Perfect. First one, power out right here. Second one, power out. Gonna come into the second and switch. Third one, power out. And then this final one right here, we will power out to that final AND switch. And that's not part of the door, this is going to be part of the Tesla coil. And we left room down there, hopefully, to get a Tesla below it. Should be fine. Good enough. You would want to hide that a little bit better. I'd put this Tesla coil first, and this needs to just be slightly higher. Just a little bit. It's fine. It's just to show. So we want this, the first thing, to go to the close. And we're going to start running power to these. 2 power to each. Matter as long as it's 2 power. Alright, so the first one is going to be diverted by 2. So it's going to have that. And then it's also, actually it's going to have, apologize. Oh no, I'm correct. Yeah, we'll put it down here. So, and then we will go 2 blockers. With those above. Make this a 1. Run the power to it. Run the power to each blocker. I'm sorry, each pass through. We're going to want to come here. Make this a 1. Grab 2 power. Run the power to each blocker. Run this one. Do the OR switch to close. If I want to switch this to authorize, all of these authorize except for the top one. And then this one right here, empty. I have to come like this and close as well. Authorize. Doesn't let me hit the cancel button. Okay. This one right here as well needs to be authorized. So now when we get out of this, it will close. And it's going to close both of them for us, but it is, so. If you ever get out of distance of these two doors, they're going to close for you. Let's see. Perfect. Going into the next, going to be our second sensor, which is our low one right here. And the only thing that we want this to do is to open. Oh, apologize. It's early. I'm tired. I need to wake up. Once I go for my bike ride, I'll feel better. Ride my 30 miles and I'll be done for the day. Everybody thinks I'm always young. I'm 34. I've ridden a bike my whole life. I don't really work out much anymore in the gym. Used to though. Alright. Open. That one closes. It'll close when we go in. I didn't plug it in yet. This last one, 3, has to go right here. And this needs to be a 1, and this one needs to be a 2. And that's because the blocker is always activated. Yeah, it's 1. If you don't have a greater value, you read here a logic gate that allows electrical pass-through if either input receives power. Pass-through amount is the greater of either power source. So if you do a 1-1 power source, this will not, it won't work. So we run 2 power from our electrical branch. This one's getting split to 1, and you can even have this one right here. This one can just be 1 if you wanted. You only need 1 power. Some people, even if you wanted this HB sensor, can just go directly to the open if you wanted. But I always go to an AND switch. I feel like it has more consistency with the time it takes for everything to happen. It has to activate and then go from there. So this one needs a 2. And that is so that it is able to overwrite the consistent 1. It happens sometimes that I feel like the door, for whatever reason, is able to hide you from this sometimes. And that's why we don't have this door open unless we want it to open. And everything closes if we die. Cool. The reason that opened there is because this door, yeah, it's something to do. It thinks the door, how it swings, is very strange. I don't know. It just thinks that it can't see you. So very weird. I wonder if I can do a factory door right here. I'm never using really armor doors online, like actual. If it would the little thing through, if I could make it where it opened for you with it. And just put it high through the window. I'm talking about this door. I can make it work through this little window. We could try that afterwards, after we've done it all. So, this opens up. You die. Walk away. It closes both doors. Come in, it closes, it opens this door. You come into here, it closes this door. So one thing we want to do now is our final one, and it is going to run to switch. And it's running to, we're gonna divert the power again, 2, making this a 1. This will turn on, and then we want to grab another blocker, and we want to say off. This we will run to our Tesla coil. And we are going to grab switch 35 power. 35 power is the max power, if I recall. Yep. You want to throw to your Tesla coil. The more power you throw to it, the more damage. So it takes 35 power to really kill someone real good. I'm going to make that a 1, and we're going to do our final block. And that's everything that you need. Now, if someone were to be in here, say authorize, and we turn no clip on, it'll turn off if the person dies. So if I go in, it will turn on. Don't worry about the door, because with me, they won't be able to open the door. But if they're dead, so this right here, if I go in, it's as if I died and they got in behind me. They wouldn't be able to get in, but they'd only be able to get into here immediately, and then it would kill them, and it would turn itself off. And that's what we're using. The same thing basically with this happening is the same thing we're doing with the Tesla coil. My own, I don't know if anybody else does this. I really can't tell you. I don't look at others people's electricity ever. I played Minecraft, so it's pretty similar to one of the redstone mechanisms I made in Minecraft with a comparator. And that's everything. It's everything you need. It's not as complicated as I probably made the very first time. I couldn't imagine what I did, but I just fulfilled the task. Let's try that one thing real quick. We don't have to do it that way, you know. But, delete that. And I've never done this, so I don't know if it's gonna work. Just how kind of ideas happen. Build something, you go, yeah, I wonder if I can do this. So we'll see. Grab our 2 power again. Run our pass through. Power to both. And then that second one, we're running directly to open. That's that third one. It is being told to close right now. It is getting nothing. Does not work through this window. That's cool to know. You could see what was in there then. I didn't know if through this little window that sensor would be able to see you. Because through like shop windows and these, you can use the sensor to work. But apparently not through this little window. Which would be cool, because then if you walked up to the window, it would open for you. And then we wouldn't get a double open because it would be already activated. Like that. And if you wanted to do something else, you can just make it a trap base if you wanted. Pretty easily at this point. You could probably just put a button right here. Power out. Now you have yourself a trap base. Now anybody can open this door. Boom. And they can go in. And you could even put another sensor for it to close. Simply changing. You only need one. You just need one sensor maybe on the top. Or even a sensor that's like right there to close. And you'd have yourself a trap base. Just be an extra sensor, kind of how I run my other bases. You have to have another OR. You have to grab the close. It's annoying. Run the close again like this. And then run this one to close as well. And it's going to need to be 2 power. Once again, every HB sensor, you're going to actually have to have another. And it's going to have to be 2 power since we have an indefinite 1 power going from a blocker. So we're going to grab 2 power. Now, from if they were power in, and we need 2 power going to this as well. Cool, and that would be for the other people. If you walked away, you close. They can open this, but if they were to jump in, it would close on them with the unauthorized player sensor up the top. You ever seen any of my videos? I always do these drop box, kind of like this. And the reason I do that in this room, and I have my drop box outside, a lot of people would be like, oh, everybody's gonna hear that, see that, and I figured out a way to get around that. That. So my Dropbox outside, and I'll run my out. This. And then you'd run this wherever this is, you know. Not meant to stand in here as a door base. You simply just have whatever your chest is that you're running to. I have these always, they help out on collecting components a lot. Just run power to it. And this one's just going to be anything. You don't have to set anything. Just going to say no assign items, conveyor will move all items. Everything, this would be like whatever your drop is. I'll have a box, as you always see like in my base, that I drop everything to. But now when you're outside, and you can put a lot of these. I think it's like 23 that you can do. It's like a lot. I don't know if they changed it, but it used to be like I think 23 item chests before one conveyor didn't work anymore. So I put these like up and down my road. And you can go real far. We'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you. Maybe it's will show you, who knows. Maybe there's a bunch of me. Grab this. What I usually do is I see how far I can stretch it. Like I can go all the way over here. Can I do any more? And one more. If it's gonna reach. Oh. Pipe is blocked. Too far. Cool. At this point, you should just take everything. Unless they changed it. Then. Could be too far. They changed it. Maybe that's because it's disappearing now. Yeah, they changed it. But it's about as far as I usually run it. Actually, I run it a little farther than that normally. Maybe it could be the server too. Yeah, I set these up. Really nice. I set like one up on the other road and through here and just pretty much up and down. Just this, I mean, maybe that's probably about as far as I normally go. Could be distance that they allow it now. You set them this way. And then when you're farming, you can just drop everything. You know, whatever you get, you just run by. Drop everything in. It'll take it into your base. You don't gotta go inside then. So I'll run up down, hit all the barrels. I'll just drop it into the closest chest. And I've had it where someone kills me and I'm dropping all my stuff in. I still get it all. Really nice. Especially if people die outside your base. You just grab everything and you throw it in your box. Loot the next person, throw it all in your box. Instead of trying to go out and in where you can't see what's going on outside. That's everything. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you guys have a nice day. I'm gonna go do something.